Glenys here. Glenys Cox from Horse Chats and International Horse College. So Horse Chats a podcast, and recently I've been talking to both Rolly Owers, so Dr. Rolly Owers from the World Horse Organisation, and also Jonna McLean, who's a regular guest on Horse Chats. And I've been talking to them about similar things. So Jonna's very good on horse-friendly solutions. You know, he's always considering the horse. He's always thinking, you know, how's the horse thinking, and getting into the horse's mind and training the horse along this logical, progressive steps that just make complete sense to the horse. So, of course, you know, it's a very good outcome for the horse. Rolly Owers has been is very big on social licensing. So if you think about horse-friendly solutions, about how we get the horse to work well for us, but social licensing takes it a little bit further and goes into the public's perception of how we're going with our horse. So not just working with the horse, but is the horse happy, and the public perception of is the horse happy. There's lots of people in the world that think that horses are being exploited, we ride them, we shouldn't be riding them. The horses should just be wild and free and not have any human interaction at all. And if we're going to keep working with horses and having horses and riding horses and competing on horses and doing things with horses, using horses in our work, using horses for our pleasure, then we really need to get this whole social licensing thing and clear up the public perception of the supposed exploitation of the horse. And that's pretty important. Now, you know that bad news travels fast. It always travels much, much faster than good news, all right? Now, in Australia, of course, we've got a very long history of having thoroughbred horses, and thoroughbred horses have won Australian, especially Australian three-day eventers, many gold medals. So we're not going to go about the athleticism of a thoroughbred horse is very good. And more recently, the Victorian Racing Association has brought in a show called Jump Off, where, Olympic-type jumpers, many of them have been guests on Horse Chats. Jumpers have come in, selected their horse, trained them, taken them off to shows, and you know, a bit of a serious TV series there, just to promote the thoroughbred. And many other, Brisbane Racing has done some competitions as well, you know, working on off-the-track thoroughbreds. And off-the-track thoroughbreds, some shows have them as a breed and show them as a breed, and there's specific competitions for them. So that's been going on for a number of years now. But there was one, I think about a 20-minute episode of some horses, race horses, that came up, went to a slaughterhouse, local slaughterhouse, and were abused by the handlers on the way in. And that just caused a big public outcry in what are we doing with our race horses when they finish racing, forgetting about all the good news stories, but just thinking about the bad news. And of course it changed legislation and got things moving, and it's better now for the thoroughbreds. But remember that whatever you do, you've only just got to have this bit of a snapshot in time. You've got to show a bad video on Facebook, and it just goes everywhere, it goes viral, you know, so you've really got to watch it. You've got to, things like a horse with his tongue over the bit, a horse, bad use of the whip or the spurs, or blood on the horse or anything like that. So if you go and start sharing these get into the hands of people who, you know, again, just think that horses are being exploited. We really have to be careful about what we're sharing, what we're doing with our own horses. So even though you might think, my horse is great, you know, I look after my horse, we need to introduce that whole thing to the public. You know, if you're out, even if you're out with your horse somewhere, or you're talking, or you know, someone comes and is watching you do something with your horse, you know, be a bit friendly, talk to them, explain to them what you're doing. Let them know that whatever, you know, if you're giving a horse a worm or something and the horse is saying, I don't want that in my mouth, explain to them that it's for the horse's good. You know, just sort of, I think that whole public perception and the whole social licensing thing is a big deal. You know, as a horse, we might be in our own little cocoon and think we're just looking after our own horses and we're promoting horse welfare, but social licensing is a big deal. So I'd like you to, just go out, do what you can. Remember that we do want those horse-friendly solutions. We do want to listen to all the training that Jonna does. And as I said, he's a regular guest on Horse Chats. Go and listen to all the training that he does. Really good training. but take it that bit further, and there's been a couple of chats there from Dr. Rolly Owers from World Horse Welfare. Listen to them as well, because they're very, very important for the future of the horse industry. This is Glenys Cox signing off. I'm from International Horse College and also Horse Chats. If you like this chat, then like this chat, like this video, and like our page, and have a great day. Thanks.